Joining. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're 2 minutes past 1. Probably have a couple people join as we're going. So to begin, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Daulton Tyler. Born in Charleston, West Virginia, born and raised, graduate from West Virginia State. I work in Charleston with local businesses. I love helping local businesses any way possible. And the main goal of this is educational, that we're looking to assist local businesses any way possible and be able to teach us some things, especially during the slow times, during what's going on in our environment currently. I'm going to move forward and introduce everyone that's going to be participating in the call today. Of course, myself, Daulton Tyler, and I am with Thryv. Courtney Mathes is a client of mine that's going to be on the call. I'm going to introduce her later on and interview her. And then also Jack Cool, which is a colleague of mine, is going to be demoing near the end of the call everything that we've learned and showing how you can apply everything that we've gone over. So just before we get started, I'm going to run through a quick agenda. So I'm going to go overview of the topic, why is it important, words of wisdom from Courtney Mathes, demo by Jack Cool, as I just discussed. We're going to have some tons of resources at the end, so make sure you have pen and pencil to be able to write some things down and follow up afterwards. And a free giveaway. So we're going to be giving away a $50 gift card to C4impress, which is in Nitro, West Virginia. They do anything from embroidery, vinyl signs, currently doing masks during these times, so you'll be able to use that anyway. The way that I'm doing the giveaway is everyone is muted on the call, except the co-hosts that are going to be participating.
Me open right here. Yeah,
Except
I had
the
blue out my belly button for years. Yes.
Except for Craig and except for the co-host. So we're going to go ahead and what we're doing is to be able to be entered into the drawing for the $50 gift card, you're going to have to be able to do a chat. So every single time you do a chat entry, there's going to be another entry into the contest to win the $50 gift card. I'm going to be asking you some questions, and I want you guys to be able to ask me any question that you would like. I have some colleagues on the call. They're going to be in the chat answering questions, relaying them to me, and so we're going to be able to address them. So the first thing that I'm going to ask to get you guys involved is to list some local businesses that you're being able to assist or supporting during COVID-19, how you've been assisting them, restaurants and things like that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started on the topic. So the topic is review and online listings. Why are reviews and online listings important? These are referral sources. First of all listings have millions and millions of traffickers monthly that are looking for business in your area for services that you offer. It's the face of your company that is on there that you see every single day, the pictures of what you offer, hours of operation, coupons that you're running, specials that you're running. Reviews are the new word of mouth. A lot of people go online and determine all of their purchasing off of others' opinions. When you have a large scale amount of reviews, it's pretty easy to get, what you're looking for and make a decision online without actually contacting someone. So, reviews and online listings are going to be two topics that we dive into. They definitely correlate with each other, but we're going to start with online listings to begin with. So what is an online listing? An online listing is an online profile that contains your business name, address, phone number, pictures, hours of operation, and other details. Tons, hundreds, thousands of online listings out there. The most common that most of us are going to know and or have been on are going to be Yelp, Google My Business, Insider Pages, Better Business Bureau, yellowpages.com, Dex, Super Pages. Tons of them out there, and they come, and we're going to dig down into different types of them, and how many there are and how you can identify them. So some important factors that we're going to address are going to be, so who am I reaching or targeting with online listings? What online listings are common for my area or demographic? And what online listings would work best? For the first one, who am I reaching with, with online listings or targeting? As I stated, usually you're going to be getting a new customer with this. This is a listing where people are online, shopping, looking for a new business to do business with, to assist them with a service or need that they have. Another thing with online listings, these are ready to buy customers. No one's sitting on their couch with, scrolling down on Yelp at 8 p.m. just browsing. People are on Yelp or on Yellow Pages or on Better Business Bureau looking for a business to do business with or to invest in. For what areas are common for your demographic or for the type of business you do, it's definitely going to vary. It's going to vary in the area that you're in, the location that you're in, your competition, and what they're investing when it comes to digital marketing. And it's also going to matter what type of business you are and what services you offer. To dig into that more, I'm going to go on to my next slide here. Okay, so my next slide, it looks maybe a little confusing. So pretty simple though. It's going to be 3 search engine results page for 3 separate searches in 3 separate parts of West Virginia. So we have the first page of Google on the left for roofing in Martinsburg, first page of Google for beauty salons in Charleston, and the first page of Google for food in Bridgeport. The reason that I put this up here is to see the variety in listings that you see depending on the area, depending on the topic. On the left, you see, Angie's List, Home Advisor, Yelp, Better Business Bureau, Yellow Pages, Porch.com, 6 listings, on the first page of Google that are getting traffic for potential buyers. The second, beauty salons in Charleston, Yelp's the first one. You have Yellow Pages twice on there, Yellow Book, Angie's List. So that's 6 more as well, out of 10 organic results on the first page of Google. And then if you look at food, it's a little different. You have TripAdvisor, Yelp, Open Table, and then you have Greater Bridgeport, which is going to be a local listing. So you're going to see local listings, national listings. You're going to see Open Table as a booking application. These are all listings online that have potential customers browsing them, looking, into purchasing from these individuals or looking to do business with someone. So, you know what an online listing is. You can sort of do your own search and determine what listing best fits your area, your category. So now you need to build your profile. So what are some tips? Keep your business content up to date, but consistency is key. If the name of your business is Hudson Bar and Grill, you don't want to be on Facebook as Hudson Bar, on Yelp as Hudson Bar and Grill, and Google My Business as Hudson. You want to keep it. Consistency is key to make sure you build a brand. Craft your story, give it a personal touch. This is yours to make. It's your image, it's who you are, and build it, make it personal, build that personal connection with individuals looking for a business online. Helping business stand out by photos that show off your business goes to that personal touch. Monitor those reviews, which we're going to be digging into next. Select a relevant call to action button. If you're always out working and you're not able to answer the phone, have them be able to schedule you online or do a form fill. If you would want someone to just schedule you, give them a direct link to your scheduler, or if you have a receptionist that can answer calls, have them immediately call in and qualify it further that way. Give them a call to action that you want for your business. Choose products or services that drives the types of leads you're looking for. Consider return on investment when you're putting what products and services online that you're looking to draw to your business. Consider scalability. Advertise those products that you can scale larger and larger and be able to grow a lot larger with the advertising or growth that you're doing online. And lastly, make sure your coupons are up to date. And that just goes to keeping, your content up to date and consistent online. Okay, so we're gonna dig into reviews here. So practically all the reviews, I put it onto this one page here, and mainly we're gonna take it step by step here. And I would like in the chat, you guys can put, a lot of local business owners in the chat, ways that you've driven reviews, possibly something I say, take something you've done in the past, but go ahead and put ways that you've driven reviews in the chat. We'd love to learn from each other as well. So how to ask for reviews. Email and text is going to be the most, efficient, the easiest, and possibly the most effective way. Businesses, draw reviews through email and text consistently and daily. Social media is a good way. Everyone knows that Facebook is a large review platform, a recommendation platform now. And other platforms are growing and adapting to that as we speak. In person, word of mouth. I said Google was the new word of mouth, but there still is word of mouth and loyalty in business today. And asking your loyal people that you see often to leave you a review in person can be very effective. On a receipt or coupon, large businesses, if you go to the 46 foot of a Walgreens or CVS receipt, there's a coupon at the bottom of it. A lot of businesses, they, to ask for a review, they give you an incentive. When to ask, directly after purchase, just as I stated. When you feel you have gained your customers' trust. If you do hair or a simple service, it's fine to ask them directly after their first purchase. But if you have a very large product with someone and you're halfway through it, you're invested into it, it might not be the right time to ask. Possibly wait until the end when that customer is happy. Best practices, make it simple. Don't send them, post, hey, go leave me a review. They don't know where to go, they don't know where to click to go leave you a review. They don't know what platform. Show them what platform you're looking for reviews, and ask them and give them a direct link to that platform. Offer an incentive, offer a coupon, offer a discount, create a reward system. Come in 5 times, you get something free the 6th time. Be funny, be creative. A lot of people, they're used to the just same traditional thing that they've been going through, and they're looking for something different, and you can offer that being different by connecting and engaging that personal touch. Common platforms with reviews, we know Google, Yahoo being search engines. I touched on social media and Facebook. Online listings, which we just talked on, all of those have reviews, and many, many reviews. Directories, websites, or online portals. I'm going to be showing you an example of some reviews in the next slide, and one of them is going to be Wayfair. And if you shop online for any type of clothes or items that a lot of people purchase or look online for, you'll find thousands or 2,000s of reviews for products, and it makes it a lot easier to choose what is best for you. And so the impact of reviews, reviews, they affect SEO directly. They affect your ranking on directories that we looked at, and they also affect your ranking on search engines as well. The statistic can vary from 75 to 85% depending on the source, but a large amount of people, approximately 3/4 or higher, trust reviews just as much as a peer trusting them or suggesting something to them. You build a brand. You have advocates online that are saying that they've been there, they loved your services. It's another platform to communicate with your clients, to be able to answer them, to be able to thank them, be able to show, gratification for them being a loyal customer to yours. And probably the most important thing on here, be transparent. It's hard to understand why reviews are important. It's hard to understand why you need them. Explain to your customers that are there, that are loyal to you. They are more than willing to assist you, especially during these times. Just ask and be transparent when asking. So I mentioned that the next slide was going to have some examples. I like these because the one on the left is very good for timing, and the one on the right, it offers me an incentive. The one on the left is for a concert I went to. I bought the tickets multiple months before the concert, but they didn't ask me for a review until the day after the concert. I was still probably ecstatic about the event. Still had it top of mind. It was still, people were still liking my pictures from it on Instagram. Of course I want to leave a review. And then when it comes to the Wayfair one, they're offering me, a free chance at $500 just for clicking on a 5-star button that they offered me. Very easy, very efficient. They're asking me straight to my email, and they're offering me something to do it. Okay, so now I want to bring on one of my co-hosts, and that's going to be Courtney with C4impress. Courtney, can you go ahead and unmute your line? So I've worked with Courtney for about 5 months now. Family, friend, we're both very involved in the community in Cross Lanes, Nitro, Charleston. Great person, and I thank you for joining me. So Courtney, can I first ask for you to tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, and your company, C4impress?
Sure. So like Daulton said, my name is Courtney Mathes. I own C4impress Custom Design and Graphics, located in Nitro, West Virginia. First of all, thanks Daulton for having me on today. He has helped up my business tremendously. We were able to team up with Daulton, and it's just been crazy to see the growth that we've had in leaps and bounds just through Thryv. So it's an amazing company, first of all. So thank you guys so much. So a little backstory on us. So we have been in business going on, I think, our 5th year. I've kind of lost count. We started out of our home. I was a full-time teacher. My husband was at the fire department full-time, and we decided we were going to start a side job in our little 300-square-foot garage. So after about 2 years of doing that, we realized that the business was starting to kind of outgrow us. So we had to make a decision, and we decided that I was going to resign from teaching and run the business full-time. So that's kind of where we're at now. So about 2 years ago, we bought a 3,000-square-foot building, renovated it, and now you can see behind me is kind of where we run our shop. We have a storefront and then the actual production in the back. So I have 3 kids. I have a 9-year-old, a 3, and a 2. So that makes things a little crazy here, but we manage pretty well. Just recently, my husband's been promoted to fire chief in the town, so that kind of pulled him away from me. So I'm kind of running the show myself right now. So Thryv has been a huge help in that. It's kind of helped us, or helped me rather, just to be able to get things out there all at one time. So
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I'm a firm believer that there are real life superheroes, and I swear you and your husband are real life superheroes. You work with your kids, you
Crazy.
bring your kids to work. He's the chief of the fire department in Nitro. You were a former teacher, and you've continued to give back. Making masks now during these times. You're great people. And the next thing I'd like to ask you to sort of touch on is going to be reviews. What are some ways that you've used, maybe Thryv or other platforms to gain reviews over the past couple of years?
So, one of our biggest things is honestly just asking people. We are just really down to earth kind of people, and will ask first, hey, when people come into our shop, or it's just friends or family that we know, people that we've done things with, we'll just call them up and say, hey, if you don't care, go online and give us a review. Of course, social media, that helps a lot, whether it's Facebook or we use Thryv a lot with text messages and emails, just kind of blasting that out there to people and asking. But we always kind of make people aware before we do it. We'll say, hey, we're going to send you something. Because you had said earlier, some people may not know how to do it. So we always like to let them know ahead of time so they don't get this email or text and think, what the heck is this? So definitely social media, email, text messaging, face-to-face, all of those ways have worked for us.
That's awesome. Yeah. You guys are great with just, like you said, asking. I mean, that's usually the biggest hurdle when it comes to reviews is, people have a fear. I don't like to ask, or, I don't know how to ask. And you guys ask, as you can see, bottom left, social media, the top two right are both, email messages that you send out after purchase or just randomly. Definitely asking has driven those Google review ups for you guys, definitely recently, and they're all 5 stars. I'm going to go now into some online listings. So what online listings, you see your Yelp profile on the top left, and you have a Super Pages profile bottom right, and your Google My Business in the bottom middle. What profiles do you feel that you guys get most traffic on, most reviews, interaction, and things like that?
Well, it's kind of funny, and Daulton knows this. If you know my husband, he's very OCD, and when he gets something in his mind, then that's it. That's the way. And so for him, he's obsessed with Google right now, and he wears Daulton out with it. And that's another great thing about Daulton is it doesn't matter if it's 8 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night. If it's on my husband's mind, he's going to send it, and Daulton always answers. But that's a big thing for him is that he's always asking, hey, every day, give me content, give me something that I can post. So that's one big thing for him. And for myself, I use a lot of Facebook. That's kind of my thing. I like to post. I usually post, if not every day, then at least several times a week to make sure that, my customers are seeing it. And we use, of course, Instagram, our website. We try to use as many platforms as we possibly can. And Thryv makes that amazing because it's all in one place.
Yes, that's awesome. I remember when you first started with us back in November. Definitely Google was always the talk. And you guys starting to post on your Google My Business, claim it and post on it and things has been able to transform that profile and gain you a lot of traffic, update your pictures, and make your online presence just look better. So one other thing I was wondering was, let's go to practices. We talked about what platforms, what practices do you do on, social media or your other listings online to be able to look more attractive or to gain, new business?
I'll tell you, one of the biggest things for us is incorporating Thryv into our website. If you go to our website, it's just C4impress.com. But if you go there, you can actually see that in the bottom right-hand corner, it shows contact us. And Daulton helped us set that up. And one thing that I love about that is that customers can actually go on there and click it, and it'll send me an email and a text message to my phone. So it helps hold me accountable because I get busy sometimes and I can't always answer a text message, but I know that it's in the back of my mind. I know that it's there and it's on my email. And so that I can go to my email later and be able to say, oh, hey, I need to answer those. So I like that's my main thing that I like. It's just the accountability. And again, like I said, we use pictures, videos, and I love that I can go into Thryv and click one spot and be able to post on all of my social media platforms in one spot instead of going to several different places. It does everything for me. It's super simple, and we're so thankful. We love it. It's helped grow our business tremendously. I mean, we went from 0 to reviews to 30 in like a month. So
And we're going to continue to grow as well. And so we did have one question, it looks like, that came in from the chat. So we were wondering, how much are the masks that you're currently making, Courtney?
So what we're currently doing is, just like everybody, I'm sure everybody's kind of a little bit slow with the whole COVID going on. So what we did is our intentions were just to produce masks for first responders. So I have been coming into the shop making, using my machines. They're sitting here, so I might as well use them. So I've been volunteering and making them and producing them for first responders. The masks that we are making, that we are actually selling, are $8 a piece. And with that $8, every bit of the proceeds go back into making more masks to be able to give to first responders. Actually, I just made, I think in the last 2 days, I was able to donate about 100 and some masks to the fire department and the Nitro PD. Just off of other people's purchases, I was able to donate those. So
it's honestly amazing. Just to go back to, like I said, real life superheroes. You guys have so much going on, so involved in the community, and at a time where it might be difficult for a small business, especially with Casey being, taken away, becoming the chief of fire and Nitro. You're still giving back. I appreciate you, Courtney. I appreciate the relationship we built, and I appreciate you coming on here today and providing some guidance. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
So we're going to go into, I'm going to introduce my next co-host. That's going to be Jack Cool, and he is a colleague of mine. And Jack's going to come on. He's going to take over my screen here and take the ball. And he's going to actually go into a demo within the Thryv software and show you how you can use a CRM system, customer relationship management system, to be able to automate these processes and make these processes a lot easier on what we've learned today. So go ahead, Jack, when you're ready.
Yeah, thanks, Daulton. And really, I just want to build on what Daulton was talking about there. And I'm going to share my screen here in a second. But before I do so, it's important to highlight that Daulton had shown, some of the listings that he had talked about, YP.com, super pages, Google, things like that. But a lot of people don't know that there's actually more than 70. And it's a combination of directory and aggregate sites that hold this information that ultimately push it up and push it to the top three, the big three search engines. I like to call them Google, Yahoo, and Bing. Now, when looking at this, again, like Daulton had alluded to, of the topic of consistency, you want to make sure that not only with your branding, but also with your listings, you want to be consistent across the board. But because let's face it here, when people are searching on Google, and let's say someone's looking for a print shop in Nitro, West Virginia, they're not going to show the information of a company that has bad information, because Google's not in the business of providing bad information. So I'm going to share my screen here. Just bear with me 1 second. So inside of Thryv, obviously, you can manage listings. And like I said, there are over 70 of these. And I get calls from people all the time. And they ask me, Jack, how do I go about even managing this? Because by the time I set up one, I look at another, and the one I just fixed is incorrect now. Well, that's a common problem, and it's very cumbersome because it would take a lot of time to go through and update all these. But it is like gossip in a matter. It's almost like playing a game of telephone, because by the time you relay the message to one person, it gets to another and the messages change. And by the time it gets to the fifth person, ultimately the message is completely skewed. What we have the ability to do here in Thryv is go ahead and sync your listings all in one fell swoop. And as I scroll down, you can see some of these here: Facebook, YP.com, Yelp, Apple, so on and so forth. And a lot of these you may have never heard of. And I get that a lot, but it is very, very important that each and every one of these is synced. And you will notice that some say unavailable. And the reason that is because for certain businesses like a plumber, you're probably not going to be listed on TripAdvisor just because of the nature of the business. You're not renting out a hotel room or renting a car. So it wouldn't be applicable there. But across the board, you do want to be consistent. Now, I get the question too, and Daulton does too. We feel this a lot where a business address changes, or you have a company that may change a phone number, or they change their website URL. You can easily go ahead and change all this information. It's in one spot here in Thryv where you go to settings, bring up your listings portion, and simply enough, all of your business information that's pushed out to all 70 plus of those directory and aggregate sites can be updated right here, including your business categories, your featured message, everything that you want people to know about your business, including your business hours, which is ultimately very important as well. So that's one step in the process that we take when we are working with a new client or an existing client that's looking to clean up their online presence. This is great. This is great to be found. And then you ask, reviews. obviously, like Daulton had alluded to again, is the importance of online reviews in terms of an organic showing or your organic presence on Google. The map section on Google is hands down the most coveted section on the first page of Google. And bear with 1 second, sorry about that, I clicked off. The way that you want to look at this is you're getting reviews, okay? And it's going to be a mixed bag. As you can see, this company here, you know, they've got 9 total reviews across the web. They have ultimately a 4-star rating, and it's only right now pulling reviews from Google and Yelp. Now, online reviews are going to come from Google, Facebook, Yelp, sites like yp.com, so on and so forth. And it could be troublesome, and it could be time consuming to log into all those different profiles and look at your reviews and ultimately respond, because a review that hasn't been responded to it could be good, it could be very bad. In this case here, you can see it is a mixed bag. There is one or two bad reviews here. The most important aspect is to make sure that you respond in a timely manner and in a very positive manner as well. But just showing here, pulling all these reviews from Google, and in this case, Yelp, easily you can go ahead and click respond on each of these and say, you know, we really appreciate your business. Or, you know, this one here, they said there was some miscommunication. Respond and say, I'd love to rectify this. Please contact me at your earliest convenience. That is very, very important. And in this platform, it makes it very simple to do. And every time you do get a review, you get a notification letting you know that it's there, giving you an opportunity to go in and respond and thank people for their business. Or in the unfortunate event that it's a lackluster review, it gives you the opportunity to go ahead and right that wrong. So, you know, that's great and grand. And, you know, companies are looking for reviews, and Courtney, hats off to you. And I will say that, you know, your husband being OCD, he's in good company because I'm the same way. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But like Courtney's doing right now, she's getting a lot of referrals just by asking, and organically, that's great. And like Daulton had mentioned, when people come in, you can ask for your point of sale, you know, but there's always going to be those instances where you have maybe it's a missed opportunity, or you were just caught up in the day-to-day tasks of running your business and you ultimately forgot to ask. And people say, hey, Jack, well, how can I make that easy? How can I ask someone for a review if they're not in front of me? So great question. And Daulton, thumbs up, you can see my announcement there.
No, we can't see the announcement. We're on your reviews.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
Okay.
We can see it now.
There we go. Perfect. Sorry about that.
No worries.
So how do we go about getting reviews? While you're building a business and you're capturing customer information, you know, their first name, last name, email address, phone number, so on and so forth, it's important to house that information so you can remarket to that customer base. Because let's face it, in one way, shape, or form, if someone does business with you or they didn't, whether they found you on Google, whether there was a word of mouth referral, in one way, shape, or form, that cost you money. And it was something you paid for to get that information, that phone call, that person walking in your door. So when you capture that information, and people, maybe they did leave you a review, maybe they forgot. Simply enough, I went in here under our marketing section of our Thryv platform, and I created a very simple announcement that's basically just asking people, hey, let us know how we did. You know, did you like our service? You know, we really appreciate your business. And when you view this online or when you send it out, obviously you can preview this. But what I did is I just created a preview link, and Courtney, this is one that if you don't already have this set up, I can send it to you, where I created it and I'm just looking at a sample. And this is exactly how this message will look in an inbox to any client, any prospective client, or anybody that's done business with you in the past when they get it. Most importantly, nowadays, let's face it, especially going through COVID-19, the ease of doing business is second to none. Coming out of this, if you are easy to do business with, you're gonna do leaps and bounds better than those that aren't. And the reason I say that is to say this. When I come here and I send this message out and I receive it in my inbox, obviously, Courtney, great job on the Google reviews. That's number one. That's where I try to push all of my reviews to for all my clients. When they click this message, it'll automatically take them to Google and it'll pull up her My Business page. But boom, right in their face, and this shows the same way on their desktop, laptop, or cell phone. They don't have to find it, try to click through and find the review button. No, where do I leave Courtney a review? This automatically pops up. You can click 5 stars. You can type a very nice message of your experience, upload photos, and ultimately click post, and boom, that's it. In a matter of about 5 seconds, you've just created a review. And the more amount of reviews you have, the higher score of reviews that you have will ultimately lead to a better organic ranking in the map section of Google. So that's really what I wanted to go over. And if Daulton, if there's anything else, let me know. But if not, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
No, I appreciate that, Jack. I love that last part is one of my favorites because really making it easy to leave a review is so important. We talked about OCD, so attention span. If you have to go through so many steps to be able to leave a review, so many things could take you away. Something else on your phone, something in person, but having that ease of use to click one button, it goes straight to the page to leave a review is awesome. And another thing that I'm going to go ahead and take the screen back as well. Another thing that you mentioned that I like is you mentioned the innovation after this time, after COVID-19, and how it's going to be a very innovative time, and there's also going to be a huge surge of business afterwards from everyone that's been holding back on all these services, and being easy to do business with, easy to book, easy to call, easy to get a hold of after this, and 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and a month is going to be very, very big, and especially when it comes to gaining that revenue back that you might have lost. You have to be prepared and have the resources and tools ready to be able to scale largely at a fast rate to be able to get that money back as soon as possible. Um, so thank you again, Jack. So questions, we didn't have many questions, but we did have a lot of people that shouted out local businesses. So I did want to note some of those. Number one, Elk City Auto Spa, printing press. Tina put in there that she helps local businesses. She's a little superwoman herself. Mi Cocina de Amor and Charleston, Gonzo Burger opening back up in Charleston. The Capital Market opening back up is something that I'm personally very excited for. And I know someone put King Kebab in there. I highly suggest their lamb as well. So let's go to the last slide here. So resources, next step, giveaway. So first off, I'd like to note on Thryv Foundation grant program. As a business, we have a nonprofit that's not associated with us that we fund that is giving out small business loans from 2.5 thousand to 15,000 to small businesses during the COVID-19. Our main goal is to give out a total of 200,000 in grants. So I would check out that profile. They have tons of current grants and applications in. So it's still taking in process, but I would definitely encourage checking that out. We're here to help small businesses as much as possible, and that goes to our Thryv COVID-19 Learn section, and also the blog. So we are very consistent with our blog. We have local businesses just like Courtney on there and many other things. Most of you on here are local businesses that were invited by another business advisor, just like myself in your area. Make sure you reach out to them. Ask them for assistance on what we've gone over. On the right, you can see a business analysis tool that we all have access to. We're willing to do that for you at any point in time, show you how you're stacking up to others in their reviews in the area, where you're listed, where you're not, where you have reviews, where you need to gain reviews, how your website's doing and ranking. These are all things that the business advisors that invited you to this would absolutely love to assist you with. Lastly, we do have a demo assist team that is there to be able to assist you as well, which is our team of specialists. And they will get on, just like we are here and be able to share screen and do a demo for you in more detail, just like Jack did, but for a whole hour or longer if you would like. So now I'm going to get to the last thing, and that's going to be the giveaway. I have someone texting me the winner, and it looks like we have C. Anthony Parker is going to be the winner of the giveaway. So C. Anthony, we're going to be reaching out to you, and you won a $50 gift card to C4impress that you can use for embroidery, something for your company, possibly some masks if that's something you're interested in. But we will be in touch with you after this. We definitely saved about 10 minutes of time. We only ran 35 minutes. I appreciate everyone that came. We're going to continue to do more of these with more local businesses on different topics. If someone's interested in joining, feel free to reach out to me or anyone else on our team. And again, I appreciate everyone that joined. I hope you have a good weekend. Thank you.